Hello children, welcome to my YouTube channel Study Times. So children, in our last class we studied about different categories of the computers, right? So in today's class we are going to see different categories of the computer languages. So what is a language, children? Language is a medium to communicate with each other. In order to express our views and feelings, we use a language, right? Which each one of us will understand. If you are communicating with the other person, you will make use of a language which that person will also understand, right? In the similar way, whenever you want to communicate with the computer, you need a language which the computer will understand. So we need computer languages to communicate with the computer. For every action, a computer has to be given a set of instructions accordingly, and these set of instructions are called as program. So what is a computer program? A computer program is a set of instructions which tells the computer what to do. Okay, so what is a programming language now? It is a process of writing the specific instructions in a computer language. Okay, the process of writing specific instructions in using any computer language is called as computer programming. So each programming language has its own specific rules to be followed. Okay, so whenever we are using the computer language, each language has specific rules to be followed. So we will see what are the available computer languages. Okay, these computer languages are categorized into 4 categories. First is the machine language, then comes assembly language, then high level language, and 4th generation language. We will start with the machine language first. Okay, so all the first generation computers, children, they will make use of the machine language. So what is a machine language? This is the only language which the computer will understand. So in this language, the program is expressed in binary form. So what is binary form? We are writing the program using zeros and ones, okay, where 0 means off state and 1 means on state. So what are some of the advantage of using the machine language? Here the main advantage of using the machine language is very high speed of execution. Okay, the programs which we are writing using the machine language processes with high speed, and also memory utilization is less. Okay, but the disadvantage is that it is difficult or it is tough to learn the machine language, and the time consuming process, and the writing the program in the machine language is the time consuming process. It is very difficult to write the program as well as difficult to debug the program. Debugging means if you encounter any error in the machine language program which you have written, right, in order to correct that error, the process of debugging also, it takes a lot of time if we are using machine language. It is extremely machine dependent. So this machine language is also called as low level language. Okay, it is regarded as a low level language. A machine language program written on computer in one computer can run or may not run on another computer. That means it makes the machine learning language device dependent. Okay, so the program if you have written on one computer, we are not sure whether that will run on the other computer. So this is also one of the demerit of using the machine language. Now we will move on to the assembly language. So all the second generation computers, children, they will make use of the assembly language. So what is assembly language? Assembly language uses mnemonic codes or symbols instead of zeros and ones. Okay, for example, if you are writing the operation code for add as 0010 in binary language, the same thing can be written as add in assembly language. Okay, since we are using the symbolic codes and the mnemonics, it makes this assembly language much easier than the binary language. Assembly language is also machine dependent like the machine language, and programming in this language is quite time consuming. Thus this is also regarded as one of the low level language. Okay, both the machine language and the assembly language are regarded as the low level languages. Next we will move on to the high level language. All the third generation computers make use of this high level language. So there are certain disadvantages or demerits of we discussed, right, with the machine language and the assembly language. since it is it is not user friendly, right? It is very difficult to write the program, debug the program which are written in machine language as well as the assembly language. So in order to overcome the limitations with the machine language and the high level language, it prompted the people to come up with a different language which has some advantage over the previous two languages which we have discussed. So what are the features of the high level languages? We will see. So high level language is simple and user friendly language. The language that is machine independent. So we have seen both machine and assembly languages are machine dependent, right? So this high level language is machine independent. Okay, it makes the programmer to easily learn and use this computer language. Okay, so the high level language is easy to learn and use as a computer language. Okay, the large number of people have started using this high level language to write the programs, so they are also known as high level languages. Okay, high level language is quite similar to the English language. So some of the examples for the high level language include COBOL, C, C++, Java and all. Okay, now that we saw the features of the high level language, right? We will move on to the fourth generation language. So all the computers which were developed as 4G, so they are using the fourth generation language. Okay, the fourth generation languages are closer to the human language than any other high level languages. So we'll see what are the important features of the fourth generation language. So fourth generation language is highly user friendly, okay, and independent of any operating system. So whatever the operating system, it is independent of the operating system which the system is using. Okay, it is user friendly, highly user friendly and independent of any operating system. Very high speed of execution. So whatever the programs you're using, you're writing using the fourth generation language, they are having high speed of execution. Designing it, they are designed to reduce the level of programming effort. So the programming effort required is also very less. Minimum efforts from the user to obtain any information. So it is very simple, user friendly. Minimum effort is required from the user end to get any information from the computer. Okay, they are designed to reduce the overall time it takes to develop the software, and cost of the software development is also less when we use the fourth generation language. Okay, the user has to specify only the required output what they want, and the computer itself determines the sequence of instructions which it has to process in order to give that desired output. Okay, so one of the example for the fourth generation language include SQL. What is SQL? Structured query language. Okay, so today we discussed about the different computer languages. What are those? Machine language, assembly language, high level language and the fourth generation language. To summarize, we will see what are the features of each computer language. Okay, the first we'll see what are the features of the machine language. Machine language uses binary codes to represent the operators and data. Okay, it is machine dependent. It is the only language which the computer will understand. Okay, next comes the assembly language. So what are the important features of the assembly language? It uses mnemonic codes or symbols in place of binary numbers. It is again machine dependent. It has to be converted into machine language by using translator programs. Okay, this assembly language has to be converted into machine language by using translator programs. So these translator programs are called as assemblers. Next is the high level language. So what are the features? It uses English words and mathematical operators. It is machine independent. It has to be converted into the machine language by using translator programs. What are these translator programs called as? They are called as interpreters and compilers. Okay, the fourth one is the fourth generation language. The main features are machine independent, minimal user skills required to obtain the results. Okay, it is highly user friendly and it requires minimal user efforts. Okay, application development tool. So most of the application developments will happen using the fourth generation languages. So children, after discussing about these different kinds of computer languages, in next session we will see what are the language processes. Okay, so that's it for today. I hope this video was helpful to you kids. So if you like my video, you just like it, share it, and you can subscribe to my channel. Thank you.